Red alert, gamers. I finally have my very own plushie in collaboration with Makeship. Look at this little guy. Don't you just want to pour milk on him and slap him against the wall as hard as you can? Complete with detachable hats and the detachable sword, he's the only thing you'll ever need. Here's the deal. If 200 of you silly goofs pledge $2 to this campaign within the next 10 days, he will become real and invade your house. So if you're interested in having your very own little cuddly home invader, click the link in the description below and pledge your $2 today.
This really annoys me. And I've never really talked about this. A lot of people in the gaming industry don't take Roblox seriously. Roblox is over here breaking records and records and records. If you count Roblox and Fortnite as a platform, it is the biggest game of all time. And nobody's talking about it, man. A new AAA game will come out, Doom will come out, and I freaking love Doom. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It had 3 million players. I'm like, that's great. That's awesome. But look at this over here. Roblox has 20 million, you know? Nobody's talking about it because no one takes Roblox seriously, and I don't know why that is.
A couple of weeks ago, I saw this clip and it genuinely fascinated me. This question of why does nobody take Roblox seriously is one I've actually thought about quite a lot. Why, with so many good indie projects releasing, as well as the sheer size of the platform, why does nobody seem to take Roblox seriously? Well, that's what I asked myself when writing this video. So let's take a look. Creek is right. No one except for Roblox's own users seems to take the platform seriously as the gaming industry titan it appears to be. Roblox's average daily active users range anywhere between 6 to 8 million players. That is a huge number of people, more than the top 5 Steam games combined at any given time. Now, later in this video, we'll get into why that might not entirely be the case, but for now, the fact that these numbers are this high and the mainstream still doesn't care is insane. But why? Why does the mainstream media never seem to treat Roblox as what it is, a massive gaming platform? Why instead are only the negative aspects of Roblox's existence discussed online? Well, that's what I want to find out in this video, and I think that answer lies, as many things do, in the past. Turning the clock back to Roblox's earlier days, the platform was marketed to the world in a much different way compared to how it is now. Roblox then was bright, colorful, plastic, and most importantly, great for younger audiences. The entire marketing campaign of "it's free" with the over-the-top voice acting and in-your-face visuals was a dead giveaway that this platform was for young kids and teenagers. That, coupled with the fact that Roblox was in fact free, and launching on mobile in just a few short years, hammered home that this was a place for kids to build anything they wanted to. Now, video games with younger audiences are going to be a target of internet tomato throwing regardless of the game's quality. I mean, just look at Fortnite back in 2018. It was the largest game ever, home to some of the largest content creators ever, and it was memed into oblivion by the larger gaming community simply because it was two things: popular and kid-oriented. No blood, no ragdoll physics, no gore of any kind, it was a parent's dream come true. Media with a young audience is often written off as cheating. Oh, well, if it appeals to kids, of course it's going to be insanely successful, is a common argument that you see older gamers making online. And while this logic is stupid and flawed, because of course kids are going to drive a vertical like gaming, that didn't stop people from taking the absolute piss out of any game that had a perceived younger audience. Roblox was caught directly in this crossfire back in 2017 when the oof meme blew up and Roblox became the most popular thing to hate on the internet. The content in and around Roblox at the time didn't really help either, and it's arguably become even worse over time. DanTDM, the Pals, and other Let's Players, creators that had a perceived younger audience because of their niche, were all over Roblox in the same way that Minecraft was when it was at its peak. In fact, back then, Roblox was compared to Minecraft more than any other game. Something about the fact that the game was user-generated made people mistakenly believe that the two games were anything alike. However, this didn't stop the creators surrounding Roblox at the time to set the precedent that future creators would follow. Creekcraft, iBella, the seemingly infinite human genetic cloning machine that appears to be dressed to impress, hell, even LankyBox, they all have a net child audience. And on top of the fact that kids cause IP to not be taken seriously or written off entirely, kids do something that's arguably more damaging to companies than anything else. They don't buy products. Before you say, oh, what about McDonald's and marketing to kids and all that stuff, name the last branded Roblox experience you've been inspired to buy something from. You can't, because they don't work. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to choose Walmart World over Regretivator. It's just not going to happen. Brands have been burnt in the past by spending hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars on a whole Roblox game and marketing campaign only for it to fail miserably because that's not why people play Roblox. I mean, you could just look at my channel if you want proof of this. Full transparency, I have never gotten a sponsorship. Never. Not a single brand, not a single website, not even a single mobile game has reached out asking for a sponsorship. Because Roblox YouTubers can't get those. We don't have the same luxuries other gaming creators get because Roblox players play on a free website. They are actively avoiding spending money. Unless it's for my plush. Am I right, guys? Can I get some backup here, please? Is there anyone in the void? But it's not just the creators that are causing this lack of caring about Roblox. It's the platform itself. The games on Roblox, let's face it, are very simple. All of the most popular Roblox games over the years have been the ones that are the most simple to pick up. Pet Simulator, for all of its evil flaws, does a really good job of teaching you every single mechanic in the game within the first minute of playing it. Does this remove any and all depth from the game entirely? Yes. However, the point of Pet Simulator is not to have depth, but rather to keep players engaged as long as humanly possible. And if they can minimize the amount of time that players spend in tutorials, the better. The hard truth of this website is that complicated games cannot grow to the same scale as games like Pet Simulator. Fighting, Pressure, Blocktails, even Regretivator, they all have multiple layers to them. Their gameplay is dynamic and snappy, their design is player-focused, and that's why I love them so much. But the nasty truth is that these games, no matter how much people online praise them, no matter what content they add, they're still targeting an audience on Roblox that most people don't even think really exists. And I see a lot of people online call these games underrated, when in reality, I think they're just niche. You know what, guys? I guess my point here is Grow a Garden is the quintessential Roblox game. This game is an anomalous entity that should be studied at the SCP Foundation. The fact that this game even exists is a statistical improbability. 11 million concurrent users, that's 3 million less than Fortnite's all-time peak. Harking back to the beginning of this video, we all remember just how major Fortnite was back in 2018. Think of that level of success, but localized entirely within a single Roblox game. That is completely insane. And if you asked me 2 years ago if I thought a Roblox game could crack 10 million players in the next 5 years, I would have said no. This should be an insanely massive achievement for Roblox as a website. The general player base should be overjoyed that a Roblox game has seemingly done the impossible, but they aren't. In fact, the general consensus surrounding Grow a Garden is that it doesn't deserve its success because of the amount of supposed bots in the game. Bots and kids, that's what people see when they see general coverage of a game like Grow a Garden. This is devastating for Roblox's public image, a platform that's already in the pits when it comes to PR, viewed as this manipulative, evil website that preys on wallets and minds with their damaging game design. Their most popular experience is an idle game about growing a garden with gambling in it. Yahoo! Therefore, because most people who aren't Roblox's target audience see only what the mainstream media says about the company, they're fed this narrative of negativity about Roblox that's A, incredibly overblown, and B, extremely negative due to the internet's obsession with engagement. This leads to only the absolute most extreme pieces of quote-unquote news being talked about by the mainstream when it comes to Roblox. And because anger is the absolute best emotion to tap into when it comes to engagement, those extreme stories are always going to be the absolute worst things you'll ever hear about Roblox. So this got me thinking, is there a way out? Is there a way for Roblox to escape this darkness that it seems to find itself in? Well, like most things online, yes and no. I do see a future for Roblox, despite what many people like to say about the botting crisis and many other issues. Passion projects aren't sustainable. I've talked about this before. The games that I love to mention over and over on my channel simply cannot exist in a vacuum because they aren't really Roblox games. They break the sort of soft rules that Roblox has set for them by being under-monetized art pieces that are player first and money second. However, they are talked about by far the most positively out of any games on Roblox. People love finding hidden gems and niche games on this website because they're interesting, they're new and fresh, they feel like real, actual indie games made by people who love playing video games. And like I said earlier in this video, these complex games with niche audiences and deep gameplay lose the attention of the average Roblox iPad baby. However, they do a really good job of captivating the minds and wallets of adolescents. And me, I am in this category of people as well.
Do you mind?
Yeah, they don't monetize their games to Roblox's liking most of the time, leading to their low player counts. However, the dedication of some of these fans to these IPs is genuinely inspiring. The amount of insane fan art I've seen for games like Fighting, Pressure, and even Forsaken is just completely insane, and it makes me really glad to be a part of these games' communities. So I really wouldn't give up on Roblox just yet. Maybe the front page games aren't the most enjoyable or riveting pieces of content on the internet, but I think they serve their purpose well. Roblox struggles with things like brand integrations. Again, tell me the last time you played a branded Roblox game and actually enjoyed it. Or rather, scrap that. Tell me the last time you played a branded Roblox game at all. If you're a viewer of this channel, probably never. Roblox needs games like Grow a Garden because if they don't have them, I don't see how they could continue to exist. But those games, those passionate, incredible games, those are what are going to paint Roblox in a better light, a more positive light. And if I can accelerate that process by making videos about them, then I've achieved my goal. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.